Hey, what's going on, you awesome Sonic dudes, and welcome to a brand new episode of UltraSonicHero Studio. I know it has been a while, so I want to apologize for keeping all of you waiting, because I've been super duper busy, but today's video we're going to be doing a review of the demo or beta version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Let's get into it! Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a kart racing game that was made by Sega and Sonic Team, obviously. In all honesty, I seriously enjoyed it, and I was one of the lucky participants to participate in the beta version of that game, so I want to give a big thank you to Sega for allowing me to participate in that game, and I had a lot of fun. It may not be perfect in terms of execution or mechanics, but hey, at least I had a blast getting to play online with amazing Sonic fans and gamers alike. Since the official Sonic the Hedgehog channel released the announcement trailer of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the Sonic fans and gamers were truly excited for the game. The best part is that they were bringing back some of the previous characters from the previous Sonic games, such as the ones from Sonic Riders or Sonic Lost World, and even Sonic Frontiers. And yes, Sage is going to be in this one, as well as Jet the Hawk, Wave, Storm, Zaz, and Savok. And they're even bringing back Charmy the Bee. Well, couldn't Charmy be any annoying? Sorry for the pun. And it is truly amazing to hear that Cream the Rabbit is coming back, along with her friend Cheese, into this game. I know it's been many years since we haven't heard from Cream the Rabbit that was going to be back in the new Sonic game, but here she is! Whoop whoop! As I got to try out Sonic Racing Crossworlds on my PlayStation 5, I noticed that the game was still in development and there were times where it was going to be kicked off due to the number of people joining in the lobby, but that's okay. Sega knows what they're doing and they've been working extremely hard. Can't blame them. This game offers great information and such an astonishing tutorial on how to improve your driving skills in order to win the race. This is something that Sega has done differently compared to Team Sonic Racing. Now, I know Team Sonic Racing did not get the best reviews because in terms of the racing style or mechanics, which I understand, but they had a great soundtrack, so comparing to the new game, I think that this one's going to be way better in my honest opinion. This intrigues me because I've always wanted to try out the extreme gear to play as Jet, Wave or Storm, Team Babylon. By the time this game comes out, I want to see how it's played out, not just in-game but as a Sonic fan. I want to see how it's played based on the mechanics, the style of racing, and bringing some versatile. Talking of which, in the car menu, you can even get to customize your own race kart into any color, any style, any way that you like. Just go wild and be creative. Myself, I just like to pick the colors that are like black, red, cyan, which is bright blue, or white. I can just, be creative as well. Also, I love the fact that you can get to select your own abilities, such as improving your attack, your defense, ring capacity, your speed, the pickups, the number of tricks you can perform while in midair, and much more. It's just amazing how Sega's made a game into a completely different level and evolved. I just love every bit of it. When you want to compete and play online with players around the world, you can play up to 12 players, which is the same number of Team Sonic Racing, I think. I believe it's the same number. During that time when I wanted to get myself into the game and race against other players, and I can tell that they were extremely hyped because they were really getting hyped up to play this game for themselves and getting their own first impressions on what they think of the racing style, the mechanics, the racing tracks, just about anything in this game. They loved it, I can tell. There were some issues that they did point out, but again, the game was just fun, I enjoyed it as much as they did, and I would recommend it. Okay, let's get into the racetracks. I did a little bit of research, and it's confirmed that there will be about 24 tracks. But during the beta version as we played, there was Metal Harbor, Rainbow Garden, Ocean View, East Stadium, Wonder Museum, Water Palace, Roulette Road, Sky Road, Kraken Bay, Dinosaur Jungle, and Magma Planet. The one track that I loved the most, in my opinion, was the East Stadium, because it looks very vibrant, even though it looks like it's in at night time. But the colors and the stadium was just something that I've never imagined out from a racing track, which is radical. And it even brought back some memories when I used to play the Formula 1 racing game on the PlayStation 1. The items. Okay, this is going to require a lot of talking, and I'll do my best to provide some criticism on what I think about the power-ups, so I'm going to go with 3 of them one at a time. In the item box, we've got wisps. The white wisp gives the user an instant boost in speed akin to the boost. The triple boost. The player is able to boost 3 times, with the last one being the strongest. The cyan wisp enables the user to transform into a laser and move at high speed, which is pretty dope. The yellow wisp transforms the user into a drill, which not only leaves you invincible for a little period of time, but you'll be shooting way out in front. Well, kind of, but it only depends on what position. It only depends on which position that you're in. Ooh, the black bomb. The black wisp takes the form of the black bomb on the racetrack and rolls forward, blowing anyone up and upon contact. Its size increases the longer it's held. The larger the bomb, the bigger the explosion. The violet void wisp allows the player to retract items from further away, get rings and items, and to nullify some attacks. Amochow. Amochow creates a path of rings which can be picked up to accelerate. Dark Chow forcibly grants items to all players. If a player already has an item, a new one will be selected. King Boom Boo. Sorry, that was a bad laugh. King Boom Boo will attack the player in first place. Oh dear, like a homing attack. Like the blue shell from Mario Kart 8. Boom! The warp ring warps the player to the nearest opponent and crushes them. Monster Truck transforms the player's machine into a monster truck that can crush opponents. That's a hell of a beast if I do say so myself. Bonus ring, of course, the player gets extra rings. The more rings the better. Homing Punch. This locks on and attacks the player ahead. Kinda like the red shells. Yes, I know it's this Mario Kart 8 thing, I know that. But hey, you get my point. Triple Homing Punch. Wow, put him up this bad boy. The player can use the Homing Punch 3 times. The slicer will split the opponent's machine in half. The target will drop an item. I do want to say that in my opinion, I do think that this weapon is a bit too OP in my opinion, even though that it can slow down the players and give the other opponents the chance to reach into a higher position. Well, somewhere in third, second, first, you get the idea, but this item, again, it's OP, and I don't think it should be. I do think that this item could be polished up just a bit, just so that the player can get back up and recover a little bit quicker. But then again, it's their execution, it's how they develop the items and the mechanics in-game. Slime. This blocks the vision of the players and reduces their speed, causing them to drop all of their items that they picked up. Weight. Drops a weight on the players in first and second place and crushes them, crushing them to drop all of their items. Weight a bit similar to Slime, but this is different. Only players that are in first and second place. Creates a tornado around the machine to protect against attacks. Also deals damage to other players in contact. Shield. I'm your knight in shining armor. Okay, in all seriousness, in gameplay the user becomes invincible, faster and harder to blow away, even upon contact with an opponent. Spite Iron Ball. This can be thrown ahead or placed behind on the track. Magnets can be thrown ahead or placed behind on the track to attack other players. As I said before, and I'll say this one more time, I do think that the slicer can be polished up just a bit, because I do think it's a little bit unfair for the players, you know, even though that the cars or carts are cut in half and then it slows them down for probably about in between 2 to 3 seconds, I think. But hey, I don't work for Sega, I'm not a developer, I just bring some feedback and just my own opinions. And again, these are just my opinions. They're not facts, just opinions. The red star rings, I haven't figured out what they're used for in the game. It's either the boost or maybe something to unlock, maybe levels or art concepts, music, and much, much more. I don't know, but if you do know, leave a comment down below. Sounded like I was rhyming, by the way. Sorry. The rings, we know what they're used for. These can be picked up to increase a racer's speed. The more rings, the faster you go. Comparing the differences between Team Sonic Racing and Sonic Racing Crossworlds, I do have to say that the gameplay and the racing style compared to Team Sonic Racing is a lot more versatile, more clean, though there are some parts that I would change in order to improve the racing, as well as the speed or drifting. Because, you know, when you're drifting in Sonic Racing Crossworlds on any racetrack, it almost looks like that you're drifting on grease on a track or on road. It's just my opinion, but nothing hateful on it. I will say that Sega has learned from their mistakes from the previous racing game, and I have to say that they've done a really good job. I don't have a problem with the drifting part. I think it's fine. If you are a Sonic fan like myself, and if you want to try this out when the game comes out, please go ahead and play Sonic Racing Crossworlds. It's fun, it's amazing, and I love the racetracks, as well as the soundtrack, and Sega has seriously cooked it. There will be more characters to play as when the game comes out, as well as the racing tracks. There hasn't been an official release date just yet, but it did say that it was going to be coming out this year, so I look forward to that. And there you have it, that was my review of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the beta version, or demo version, whatever. But in all honesty, I am looking forward to this game when it comes out this year. I'm hoping to see some more racing style, some racetracks, even getting to try out the extreme gear, which I'm really stoked. So happy, I can't put it into any simpler words, but just really satisfied. By the way, I'm gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give this video a like. If you want to see more content like this, please be sure to hit subscribe and click on the bell to get notified on all my uploads so you don't miss them. My social media links as well as my second channel are provided in the description below, and as always, I hope to see all of you Sonic dudes in the next one. Bye bye.